Alright, what's going on, you guys? As you guys can tell from today's video, it's currently snowing, if you're not surprised, in the good old Pennsylvania weather. But today we are going to be taking out the 2020 Jetta R-Line and seeing how it does in the snow. Now, if I had to guess on the amount of accumulation we have right now, I'd say it's about between 2 to 3 inches. I'd say maybe 2, 2.5, 2.25, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. It's coming down. It's been coming down for a while now, and it's going to continue to come down for a little while. So this road, my road right here, oh sorry, excuse me. So my road, as you guys can pretty much see, it's not paved. It is like right down there. Right there is the Jetta. It's like the road right there. It's not paved. Sorry, it's not plowed. So that should give us a really good idea of how this car is going to perform, because I want to go get some coffee and donuts, because why not? And I kind of want to see how this car does. So let me go wipe it off really quick, warm it up, and then we will get started. If this video hits 100 likes, I'll take the moped out in the snow. All right, we got her cleared off to an extent. She's looking nice and spicy out here, that white on white. So now it's time to see how this car performs. Whew, man, in the snow with a manual transmission. Need to hydrate. All right, whew. Gotta really make sure she's cleared off as good as possible. It started turning into like a freezing rain for a little while, so I'd say we have almost about 3 inches of snow at this point. So let's see how this car does. All right, it may be pretty bright for you guys, because unfortunately I can only get this camera to the highest amount of aperture of 16. But so far, as you guys can see, we are dealing with an unplowed road, and I just want to see when and if traction control is going to kick on. Shifting in a second. So yeah, I have all the standard stuff turned on, nothing's turned off. So far we're just cruising right now, and everything feels pretty good. Like I said, for the amount of snow, I'm guesstimating between 2.5 to 3 inches, probably seeming more towards the 3-inch mark. Once I cleared off my car, that really showed me how kind of deep it was. But yeah, right now we are just chilling. Sorry, I'm trying to get this wiper on the best setting. And things are great. Let's give it some gas here. As you guys can see, the traction control light does come on instantly. I am to the floor. We are not really climbing in speed. All right, slowly. So yeah, as far as like in a straightaway under it, the traction control braking out, it seems to handle fine. My biggest curiosity would be going around turns and such, how the stability control may hold up. So it looks like this road is not plowed either. Like I said, you guys are gonna have to excuse me for the complete whiteout of footage. But this road is not touched at all, which I'm very surprised. So basically from now on, I'm just gonna drive to my destination, because this road seems to be a little sketch. But so I'm just gonna be focusing on driving. Oh no, that was a little sketchy there. Coming uphill here, no traction control light. We are making it up this hill. I can feel it spin a little bit. It has like some sort of a little bit of an allowance before that traction control light came on. That was me barely tapping the brakes there. It's just that icy out. As you guys can see, we are dealing with totally unplowed roads. I don't think this road here is plowed. And if that's the case, I'll probably put the camera down until I get to my destination. Let's see, this guy seems to be making it. So I think we'll be okay. Let's see what happens here. Right now we're just spinning. We're just in first gear. We're just spinning, really. All right, let's get into second. She's still just spinning. This road was plowed at one point, Let's get her into third gear now. We just have to take our time. So far, it seems to be handling at least these conditions pretty fine. And even the conditions on my street there, which was a more softer, looser, and more accumulation than this, but this is a more packed, hard, almost icy kind of snow. And it seems to handle both of them decently. You have to really barely be on the throttle. Right now I'm in third gear, just barely touching her. I'm about to go into fourth, and we're just creeping along just fine. Well, so far we got our coffee, our donuts, and we are now heading back. Right now I'd say, especially after taking this turn here, actually I think we're gonna go the same way this guy did. We're gonna go through the back end here. But see, as you guys can see, it's quite a mess that way. I had some trouble getting in here. It's just that sloshy, kind of ugly type of snow. But right now, I'll give it some gas here in first. And it's almost like the car drives, honestly, like it's all-wheel drive. I'm not getting that awful understeer that I normally would get in my front-wheel drive stuff. As you guys can see, that traction control light is blinking. But yeah, we are making our way just fine, truthfully. And these are the tires that came on the car, and nothing is different about this at all. This is just a totally stock manual Jetta R-Line. I'm pretty impressed. Now, obviously, I'm not like trying to take this thing up some like crazy mountainous road, but as far as like if you live in a normal community and you know maybe things don't get plowed as often as they do in other areas, like kind of where I live, this car definitely could get you around. Like right now, I have no idea I'm driving on snow. Doesn't feel any different, and like I said, that traction control light doesn't kick on that much. It's really only under harsh acceleration and a harsh turn. But so far, everything I'd say is pretty damn good. All right, we're gonna give her some aggressive swerves here. She seems to be holding up pretty decent, honestly. So as we can tell, we are on another road that has not really been touched. And I'm trying to almost get this thing stuck. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to see what it can handle, what it can't. And right now it's handling everything I throw at it, with the exception of traction control coming on. Right now I got nice second gear and just giving her some swerves. The car actually is starting to brake. Like my foot is not on the brake, and I am trying to get this thing to spin out, and it's almost like cutting power. I'm guessing, you know, through the traction control, or if that's stability control. So that's kind of nice. That's one thing I wanted to test. So I did come to this road because I noticed it was totally untouched. And I truly wanted to see what would happen there. And I'm pretty impressed. Now, obviously, the only sketchy thing is braking, which is always sketchy in the snow. But, like, I mean, this thing, I'm kind of flooring it in first, and it just straightens itself out. It's interesting. You got to be nice and easy, though, if you want to keep moving. Well, to be totally honest with you guys, I'm glad I took it down that little road there to see how it would do when I, you know, really played with the steering wheel. Because I wanted to know if it would lose control. And to my surprise, it did not at all. Oh, this is interesting stuff. To my surprise, we were trying to get up this hill. We got a Buick like right on my butt. Like I was saying, to my surprise, it did not lose control at all. And like right now, we are making it through this nasty stuff very slowly, but the car is doing it. I'm pretty impressed right now. I've had numerous front-wheel drive cars, and so far, I have zero fear driving this. Zero. I mean, yeah, obviously in certain situations, maybe uphill specifically, I'd be worried. But this little hill right here, we're cresting just fine. No traction control light on. It's nice and sloshy. And yeah, I'd have to say I am pretty impressed, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm pretty impressed with the Jetta. It did damn good in the snow. I'm gonna give it a good 7 out of 10 for it being a front-wheel drive car, which we can talk a little bit more about. As you guys can see, what we're dealing with here, just a lot of snow. But yeah, the car did damn well. Okay, so in conclusion, the 2020 Jetta R-Line did absolutely amazing in the snow for local driving. Now, again, this was just around my area with about 2.5 to 3 inches of unplowed roads with a low speed limit and a manual transmission. So I would say that the stability control and the traction control really do their job. And overall, I'm impressed with this, and I would not be fearful to drive this around locally in the snow. Again, this is on the stock tires. This is on everything being stock and the car just being ready to go. So I'm very impressed with it overall for being a front-wheel drive car. And like I said, I give it a solid 6 to 7 out of 10, 6.5, pretty much closer to a 7 out of 10. If you guys enjoyed this video or have any more questions, please make sure to leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.